The rivalry between South Africa and Ireland has become one of the most exciting stories in modern rugby, and former Springboks captain John Smit has some fascinating insights. Smit, who led his country to World Cup glory in 2007, remembers a time when Irish rugby was still finding its feet in the professional era. But fast forward to today, and the picture is completely different. This weekend, Andy Farrell's Ireland is set to face Rassie Erasmus's Springboks in Dublin, and the anticipation is off the charts. Ireland heads into this clash having won 4 of their last 5 matches against the Boks, including a draw in the 2-match series in South Africa back in July. This track record gives them every reason to believe they can handle the sheer power of the Springboks. Appearing on the RTE Rugby podcast, John Smit explained what makes this rivalry so intense. He said you can always tell how strong a rivalry is by how much South African fans hate the other team. And he means that in the most positive way possible. He describes the fans as almost psychotic in their passion, and that energy is electric when they play Ireland. Why? Because every single Springbok supporter knows that Ireland is a real threat. They've been ranked number 1. They've beaten the All Blacks, and they've won 6 nations titles. All of that feeds into the feeling that this is a massive test. Smit loves watching how different countries react when their teams don't perform. He points to the absolute panic in New Zealand right now, and he saw similar reactions from Irish supporters after a loss. It's this fanaticism, this belief from supporters in Ireland, New Zealand, and South Africa that their team should win every single weekend that fuels these massive rivalries. Both sides know they could lose, and both want to be tested to see just how good they can be. Even though Ireland had a disappointing quarterfinal exit at the last World Cup, Smit insists they are still seen as a major threat, especially when playing at home in Dublin. He attributes this to Ireland's unbelievable system. Smit believes that Irish rugby has built a brilliant model around its 4 provinces, carefully managing player development and limiting international players in key positions to ensure Irish talent always has a chance to shine. This system, which started a long time ago, has consistently produced results and keeps the national team strong. Everything is geared towards making the national team better. Smit admits that South Africa has been trying to get closer to that kind of effective system. He says they're closer than ever before, but Ireland has been operating this way for a very long time. That's why Saturday's game is going to be such an epic battle. It's a game South Africa could easily lose if they don't bring their absolute A game. For the Springboks, this tour had 2 key tests that could derail their season, and this is certainly one of them. Smit also made a surprising confession. He admitted that when Rassie Erasmus returned to coach the Springboks and proposed picking overseas-based players, he was against it. As someone who came up through the old system, mentoring younger players alongside legends, Smit wanted to preserve the local competitions. But looking back now, he has to take his medicine. He sees that Rassie's strategy has been a huge success. It allows South Africa's best players to gain experience in top clubs around the world, learning different tactics and bringing that knowledge back to the national team. It also takes a massive financial burden off SA Rugby as they have fewer big-name contracts to pay for. This, in turn, opens up spots in local competitions for younger players to get exposure and develop. While the Currie Cup might not be the same competition it was 30 years ago, this new approach has created a powerful pipeline of talent, and we've seen the average age of players in local teams drop dramatically. It's a trade-off that has ultimately made the Springboks stronger on the world stage. What do you think about this rivalry and the strategies behind each team's success? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more rugby content.